to ask John if you have a on-the-job injury, should you report it as soon as possible, or just wait until to see how serious it might be?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. That is a good question, and it unfortunately it ends up facing a lot of rail workers at some point in their career, because the odds are that you will, frankly, face an injury situation while you're at the railroad. And the answer is you should always report it. There is a form provided. You should fill it out completely. You should make sure you seek medical care and make sure that you have the ability to fill it out when you are filling it out. So yes, absolutely report it, and make sure that you ask your supervisor for the form and that you fill it out fully and correctly, and that you note any problems with any equipment that you may have had.
John, what about giving statements to what we know as a railroad claim agent, who's going to be basically adjusting the claim for the injured railroad worker? What about giving those people recorded statements?
Sure. It's a good question. I'd take a half step back and say that we've talked about what happens with the worker and what happens that the rail worker should do, but understand there's also another side of this equation. The railroad is working hard on adjusting your claim at the same time through their claims adjuster, and it really depends on the situation. Very often a claims adjuster will call you, want to take a recorded statement, and frankly you may not be in a position to do it. You may not know all the facts. You may be still taking medication from being injured. And we would tell people to be hesitant to do that until they're able to do it, have received some good advice about it, and really feel comfortable giving a statement to the claim agent, knowing that under the law, that statement absolutely, just as they say on TV shows, can be used against you.
So, if say they file the claim and it's sort of like an adjuster, I guess, with the insurance company, comes back and they're not satisfied with that, is that when they really need to maybe seek an attorney to help them?
Yes, the railroad is an interesting situation because they're used to dealing with the FLA, and so they have an entire claims process that begins the second you get hurt and goes into kick and force to make sure that they get everything they can know at the same time that you're probably seeking medical care. So they start out ahead. You need to catch up, but know that they're out taking statements, talking to your coworkers, potentially trying to find out information from your medical providers, and so you need to be aware that this is going on at the same time that you're basically just trying to take care of yourself.
Okay.
And so you need to make sure you follow that process.
All right, let's take a